Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, equip that legendary armor and that seasonal loot sword and get ready to delete some monsters because, that's right, it's time to log in to the world. We'll be looking at the .hack TCG, produced in 2003 by our good friends at Decipher Inc. Rest in peace. If you don't know what .hack is, it's similar to Log Horizon and Sword Art Online, or other MMORPG-based series. There are manga and anime series and video games based on it too. There were 5 sets released with a bunch of starter decks, and today we have a booster box of the first set, Contagion, and the second set, Distortion. Contagion has 36 common cards, 36 uncommon cards, 36 rares, 11 extra rares, and 10 other cards exclusive to the Kite and Black Rose starters. Let's get cracking. Oh, I wish I had a knife. There we go. Yeesh. Okay. Each box has 30 boosters, and each booster has 11 cards. Wow, that's really haphazardly packed. Maybe that's just me and my handling. Sorry. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's kind of exciting to open a bunch of stuff for a card game that I've never seen or played. It's really, really exciting. Hopefully these packs open a lot easier than the Terminator packs from my previous video. Alright, first pack. Okay, our first card is Cannibal Monster, an uncommon card. Indiscreet, Gluttonous Pilgrimage, a field card. Living Dead Monster, Goblin Knight Monster, Chicken Hand Monster, Scorpion Tank Monster, Item Weapon Air Wand, Item Weapon Flamberge, Monster Swordmanoid, Item Armor Noble Cloak, Monster Ectoplasm. There's the rare. So we've got 3 uncommons at the start, we've got 1 rare, and then we have 7 commons. Righto. Let's see, Yuji, Spring of Mist, Midnight Axe. Hello, hello, that's an extra rare right there. Skeeth Monster. Bee Army, Deadly Moth, General Armor, Pyros, Rondo, Repth, Skill Action Card, and Chicken Head. PC, Player Character. I think we've covered all the card types you can get. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, because I've got both boxes, I'm going to do 2 separate videos and have each box in each one. Raging Passionate Melody Field, Nomadic Bones, Arrowfish, Rue Tornado, Swordmanoid, Madgrass, Elk, Mushroom King, Deadly Moth, Water Spear, and Alpha Ichigoro. Snappy Grass, Shidan, Spring of Mist, Jester's Wand, Cycloshark, Goblin, Mia, Bee Army, Pyros, Wormhide, Natsume. I'm curious if anybody's actually played this game. To play this game, you build a deck of 60 cards, I believe. Let's see, Guardian, Ochimusha, Duke Rom, and Escape is our rare. During your turn, you can play character cards, you can play items, you can equip stuff, play skills, play monsters. And the Woman in White is our rare. The object of the game is to get 7 victory points, and to do that, you must attack with a monster and that monster cannot be blocked. And then you can receive the victory point on the allocated monster. The only thing is though, when you play monsters, you play them to your gate, which is a special area. And when you attack with all the monsters in your gate. You don't split your party, so to speak. So you attack with everything, and your opponent defends with everything. Axe Bomber, nice. Okay, a third of the way through. Seen some cool stuff. I guess. What's that? Spark Blades. What the heck? Did I miss a rare? I did. Root Tornado. That was our rare. In the meantime, your opponent... Well, each player builds their own characters up and their own monster teams. And then when combat is in... Oh, Phoenix Queen. That is cool. This is the monster's strength. And I'm assuming... I haven't read the rules completely yet. Don't hate me. When you gather all your monsters in preparation for your attack, you combine all of your monsters' strengths, I think. And then your character, your PC, has their strength. And then you add all the extra bonuses from any armor and weapons that you attach to them. Some PCs have a special quality called tolerance, where if your... Ooh, cool, another one. If your PC's strength is equal or greater than the combined monster strength, then you win. If it's less, then you lose, obviously. But if you have tolerance, then it's sort of like a margin for survival, or a margin of error, I guess. I don't know. Vac Drive, Midnight Axe, Benkei, cool. Hell's Gate weapon. That's so cool. I love how they've actually used the... I love how the graphics are either from the anime series or the sprite rips from the PS2 game. What have we got? Mantis. It's our rare. General Armor. Cool. Some monsters have requirements to play. I think it's like element requirements, like each card has a special element. I think that's wind, I think that's earth, I think that's water, let's see, I think that's shadow, fire, and grey is thunder. So some monsters or some cards have requirements where you must have a certain number of cards of that colour in play. I've got a copy. And some monsters also have a reward, which I think is when you either kill the monster or when that monster makes an unblocked attack and gains a victory point. I'm not too sure. Let's say Shanato, Midnight Axe, Indiscreet Glutinous Pilgrimage, Dark Rider. That looks pretty cool. Awesome. Yeah, it's funny. Like, basically, all the way through most of the Dot Hack series, it's all about online gaming, which is cool, but they're almost always Hungry Grass and Mad Grass almost always seems to be like some glitching or viruses or corruption in the game's data, and that's where all the trouble starts. Ogre. Cool. Game over. For the rest of the game, when any player has no PCs in play, that player loses the game. Ouch. Oops, it's getting pretty big. Yeah, so there's a number of ways that you can lose the game. You can either have your opponent gain 7 victory points by having unblocked monsters. You can run out of cards in your deck, which is a common loss condition in a lot of card games, like Magic or Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! What's that? Juke Wipe, a skill. Assign an additional monster to fight that long arm. You must be assigning a monster to fight. I don't know. Let's see. Sinking Solitary March. It was an interesting thing that I found about this series. Another one. Where in a lot of MMORPGs, for example, Final Fantasy XIV, or World of Warcraft, you have a set map, a set area that your character can walk around in. Ooh, bear. Cool. Extra rare PC. And, to go from place to place was a relatively, outside of teleportation, a relatively linear sort of fashion. You would move from one place to another. Fine. In the Dot Hack series, it was a little bit different. You'd have your hub, which is sort of like your cities. And, what's that? La Repth and Repth. Oh, cool. Yeah, you'd have your cities, and then you'd have your transport gate, or just gate, or whatever. And to go to a different place, you had to input a 3-word code. Ooh, Hellhound. 6 strength. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Gosh. Yeah, you had to put input a number of words as a code to sort of, I don't know, set the limitations or the parameters of that field. Fire Drake male. Wow. So these dots here are your character's tolerance. So that adds 3 tolerance to a character. +1 strength is fire element. So if your character had a strength of 6 and your opponent's monster team had a strength of, say, 8, because your character's strength was less, it would lose, but it wouldn't die because the difference between the 6 and the 9 is 3, and this guy has a tolerance of 3, so he would still survive. Wow, that's pretty crazy. All right. Well, that was the first box, Contagion. Let's just have a look. 1. Let's see. 2, 3, 4 extra rares. Wow, strength 8. That's pretty crazy. Strength 5. 3 victory points. Damn. Awesome. Okay. Well, the next video will be for Distortion.